Hey, Chris Haley here, creator of Web Bunnies. Let's talk about how to make an animated series. All right, so I'm going to be talking about how I make my animated series, and I hope that you find this helpful on your journey to create your animated series or to quench your curiosity about how an animated series is made. This is my process. First, we need an idea. Ideas, they can come from anywhere. How about an episode about my lunchbox? My lunchbox. After we have our idea, we have to write a script. Series of events that happen in time between characters that say things to each other. And we have to put it down on the page. Now we have to record the script. It is time to perform.
Hey, it's me, Ralph.
Voila, art. Beauty. It is time to jump into post. We start with the timing cut. Now is the time to solve the problems of performance and timing. There's no point in moving forward in this process unless the dialogue sounds the way we wanted it to, both in timing and performance. So in this portion of the timing cut, we focus on editing the audio first. In Web Bunnies, not only do we have animated characters and situations and environments, but we also have media, clips, videos, and other things that cut into the video. So now's the time to collect that footage. Searching, sifting, watching. So we keep hunting until we find all of the footage we need. Ah, this is perfect. Beautiful. This is what I was looking for. So we've downloaded all of the media we need, and now it's time to finish the timing cut. So right now I'm balancing between the audio and the dialogue of the characters, the gaps of time when something is supposed to happen, and then the footage that we're cutting to. All of that stuff needs to time out like we expected it to. If it doesn't line up here, it's not gonna line up later. So now that the timing cut's ready, it's time to start blocking the scene, to edit the different angles that I wanna cut to throughout the video. So I'll place all of the different angle placeholders. Now I'm gonna place placeholders for the bunnies, so I know exactly where the bunnies are and what they're doing when I'm animating. So now that I have a placeholder for every angle and a placeholder for every bunny in the episode, now it's time to make text references. These define my different shots that need to be animated. It keeps everything organized between the different programs that I'm working with. So now we're ready to start animating. But before we can do that, we have to do some prep work. So first, from our edit, we're gonna export out references, both for video and audio references. So when I import them into my animation program, I'm gonna be able to use those as a guiding point to start animating. Now we're gonna go ahead and prep each shot or composition in After Effects. We import in all of our references, and then we use these references to create new compositions within After Effects. So now I'll go into all of my environment templates and I'll copy over all of the different angle layers into the composition that are required for that shot. Now we're ready to start animating the bunnies. With Character Animator, we can animate the mouth movements, the pupil animation, where the character's looking, the blinking of the character, the position of the eyebrows, the movement of the head, the direction the bunny's looking, different poses, different expressions. It also gives us the ability to add some different physics and dynamics to the character to make it feel a little bit more alive. After we've done all of our animation in Character Animator, it's time to render and import bunnies into the scenes. Back to After Effects we go. We import all the bunnies and we place them where they belong in each and every shot. And now it's time, you guys, the grunt work of the animation. Animate, animate, animate. Although we've done a lot of the bunnies animation, when the bunnies move around and they jump in the scene, that's animated in After Effects separately. If there's any other additional elements moving in the scene, an item, or anything else, this all needs to be animated individually. Here is where we get nitty-gritty down into the animation, where we're working with keyframes, frame by frame, to get everything to move exactly how we want it to move. Finally, by the time our beards tickle our belly button and the animation is completed, we take all of our compositions and we render them out. After the computer has done all of its magic, it is time to import these into the edit. And look, to our not surprise, they fit perfectly. Of course they do, because that's how we designed it. And now that we've cut all of our renders into the edit, we can watch the video for the first time completely rendered. But inevitably, there will be things that you might need to change. So now one of the last phases is revisions and changes. Revisions and changes are normal to any project. Refinement and editing is part of the process. Now it's time to do all of the sound effects, music, and audio mixing for the episode. And with animation in particular, we're trying to sell something that doesn't even exist. So it's imperative and necessary for us to build the world and sell our idea and to bring it all together. It's time to go on to the last phase of revisions and changes that I like to call final polish. The episode is done, but if there's anything that we want to change, now's the time. And just to emphasize that timing cut one more time, if we want to change the timing of the video at this point, you have to go back through all of those phases that we did after the timing cut all over again. That would just be a nightmare. It's like making the same animation multiple times. You don't want to do that. But you got the timing cut right the first time, and after you cut in all of your animations and you did your revisions, your refinement, your final polish stage is a piece of cake. So now you're ready to export that video out of your editor and upload it to YouTube. Or at least that's what I do. So there you go. That's how you make a mixed media animated web series. So that is a snapshot of how I make my mixed media animated series. What do you think? Are you making an animated series? What's your process like? And if you did find this content interesting, check out WebBunnies. Check out some of the WebBunnies animated videos and let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, boom, they're all down there. Check in the YouTube description to find links to all of the social. And then also the big one is if you are a Discord lord, join me on Discord so we can talk about this stuff on the daily and help me make some of these WebBunnies videos funnier and better. That's it, guys. All right, until next time, later. Thanks for watching.